Why are you? No, just stop that.
Weirdos. No. Oh.
Petras is a transgender male, transgender female who transitioned and had a bunch of surgeries at the age of 16. And
I told you, it's confusing for them. It's so much more work to be a bigot. It's so much extra work to have to do all this kind of trans man, trans woman. Ah, God. Easy. The time has come. Hey, do you want a really silly culture war thing? Guess what happened? Martha Stewart was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Looks absolutely radiant, gorgeous, and doing so at an age, I believe, of 81 years old, casting aside the idea that women suddenly are no longer attractive later in life and that their value must come only from their ability to be hot or not, would or would not smash, would or would not boink stick. But in this case, look at this. Look at the facing. Gross. Boobies.
so Sports Illustrated, years ago, I used to be, like, for years and years and years, I was a Sports Illustrated devotee. I think that I got my Sports Illustrated subscription when I was like 13, 14 years old, and I had it for probably 20 years. It was like my kind of Saturday afternoon enjoyment was reading the sports articles in sports.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that that's what you were doing to... okay. Yeah, I mean, that is an odd thing to really brag about. I thought you were just being like, oh, I'm so straight that I had a subscription to Sports Illustrated. But this is one of those like, well, I actually don't look at Playboy for the naked pictures. I only like it for the articles on how to set up your home entertainment system. They can be very helpful. How to shop for and buy motorcycles. That's certainly another thing that I like to read the articles for. I just skip past the gross, you know. I'm like, and then I just skip past it. So.
Sports Illustrated, obviously. And I'm one of the 5 people in America who actually called up Sports Illustrated and said, don't send me the swimsuit edition. I would instead prefer to receive like a regular extra magazine. You can do that with.
Oh, okay. All right. Weird flex. Very weird flex, but here we are. Is this just that I'm like so pure, unlike others who are tempted by the flesh?
Sports Illustrated. Okay, but the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition was obviously tailored at dudes, right? I mean, it was obviously beautiful women in body paint, and it was pretending to.
I love that he had to do a whole preface to this. He had to build up to this. He had to get you all to be like, hey, just so you know, okay, I love Sports Illustrated, the sports issues, and I'm one of the only people, one of the 5 men in America, who, again, is not tempted by the flesh, and I told him specifically not to send me the swimsuit one, because I don't need to see that. I don't need that in my household.
Be sports, right? That's what it was. I had ideological objections to it.
Last year was JP complaining about a plus-size model in Sports Illustrated. That was so ridiculous. No amount of authoritarianism would not smash. No, this is not grandma.
Because again, I'm not big into the objectification of women. I'm actually not a huge fan of women in bathing suits pandering for the male gaze. I'm actually not a huge fan of that because, again, I'm a religious conservative.
Feminist Ben Shapiro. What an arc.
So, but
there's this reply account that's called Ben Shapiro is hot with all these like pictures of Ben Shapiro flexing and stuff. I thought it was a meme account because it always replies to me on Twitter when I talk about Ben Shapiro. And then one day that account repeated some like transphobic garbage, and I was like, wait a minute, is this unironic? And they're like, lol, yes. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I can't even get mad at you right now. This is darling. You have a fucking fan account called Ben Shapiro is hot with a bunch of pictures of Ben Shapiro flexing. That's so funny.
With that said, you know what I'm really not in favor of? What I'm really not in favor of is the new woke standard, which is not we should stop objectifying women because women should not make objects of themselves. Right? We shouldn't actually use women as sex objects. We should treat them as full, indispensable parts of the human race, including all of their magical qualities.
Did you just say dispensable? I think you said dispensable. I think it's by mistake.
Indispensable parts of the human race.
Indispensable. No, that's probably indispensable. Let's see.
Not make objects of themselves. Right? We shouldn't actually use women as sex objects. We should treat them as full, indispensable parts of the.
Yeah, you said indispensable. Okay. My mistake. I'm fishing too much.
Race, including all of their magical qualities. Instead, Sports Illustrated has decided that they're going.
Do you hear that, ladies? You're the stuff of magic. The Gathering. Look at that.
To keep putting people in bathing suits. But the people in bathing suits they'll put are old women and dudes. masquerading as women. So Sports Illustrated, I believe last year actually put just a gay dude.
Whoa, like with bodily autonomy? No, not that one. Not the bodily autonomy one. No. That if there is a magic spell, it has been rendered moot by some kind of incantation. I'm not sure, but other things. I'm sure probably to be the birth havers. I'm guessing that's what Ben probably feels as magical powers.
In body paint in Sports Illustrated, which is like, I don't even know who your constituency is. Like, where was the hue and cry among the Sports Illustrated audience for just a gay dude in body paint? But now this year they've decided to go further. They have Martha Stewart.
Wait, a gay dude in body paint? All right, Sports Illustrated male body paint for research purposes. Okay, this is for research. I won't show it on screen. Just doing some research right now. Unfortunately, I don't see. Oh, unless this one. No, I don't. This is it. Is this what he's referring to? Because this does look like body paint.
In the swimsuit edition of Sports, like, this is a parody of itself. I don't even know what to say about this. First of all, I mean, why are you? No, just stop that.
You fucking weirdos. No. Oh.
No, that's not good, Martha.
What? What the fuck is wrong with this? I don't understand. I am so confused once again. Same thing with the would not smash shit that was coming out of Jordan Peterson for that other plus size Sports Illustrated model. I'm gonna pull that one up.
Just stop. I mean, full credit to Sports Illustrated for putting an ex-felon on their cover, I suppose. But
yeah.
what? But why? Like, no, just no. And that's the second worst person on the cover of Sports Illustrated. They have 4 alternative covers. One of the other covers is Kim Petras, who is a boy. Kim Petras.
Oh my god. So many brains breaking in real time. So is this one confusing? Confusing, Ben? Because right now, I mean, objectively, and I guess I have to preface with I'm not trying to objectify someone completely by virtue of only their looks, but she is quite stunning, to put it mildly. And so in that case, Ben, is it one of those things where, well, it's just because it's a trans woman? Yeah. So it doesn't matter, because with Martha Stewart, your complaint, I assume, is that she's too old to be doing this? When, like, who the fuck are you to say that? Honestly, who the fuck is anyone? If you don't like it, as you've already said, you tell them not to send it, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Then it's clearly not for you. If it confuses you, maybe sort yourself out. Ask you some deeper questions about what's going on there.
Petras is a transgender male, transgender female, who transitioned and had a bunch of surgeries at the age of 16. And
I told you, it's confusing for them. It's so much more work to be a bigot. It's so much extra work to have to do all this kind of shit. Trans man, trans woman. Ah, God. So, Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. Sorry, not beautiful. No amount of authoritarian tolerance is going to change that. So I told my staff to change my password, keep me from temptation, and I'm departing once again. If I have something to say, I'll write in an article or make a video. The issue is not important enough to justify that. Then perhaps it would be best just let it go. This shit is so weird and sad. Like, goddamn. This is a beautiful woman on the front of a fucking magazine. Again, if you gotta broadcast, they gotta fucking broadcast to everybody their hot or not preferences. Okay, cool. Not your type, Jordan. Again, I would believe you should be so lucky. But anyways, not your type. And in the case of Ben Shapiro, not his types either. You just said how you don't think that people, or you want people to pursue or view women in a sexual way, as, you know, as a orthodox religious figure, and then you just like to remove that in its entirety. Well, again, this is one of those things where you can stop the pain at any time. You don't have to do videos on Sports Illustrated. You could just say that, yes, guess what? There's lots of stuff out there. It's not for me. Hey, there's lots of pornographic magazines where you can see people involved in sexual acts. Men, women, and I'm assuming at this point, non-binary people as well. You don't have to buy them. You don't have to buy any of it. You can ignore it, you know?
Now performs idiotic songs with Sam Smith, who is in a sexless amoeba devil, apparently. So it's two of their 4 are an old lady and a dude who cut.
Again, YouTube just lets this all slide. Like, to YouTube, don't let them fucking normalize this. You can't let the right, and especially people who don't want trans people to exist, you can't let them get away with this kind of language consistently and never have to face any consequences for, again, just promoting bigotry. Sometimes the bigotry is a little bit silly and comical. Yes, I'll grant you. This is fucking, once again, one of those ridiculous things where the right is just obsessed with things and pretending to, pretend they're not, whether it be the sexualization of M&Ms or M&Ms not being hot and sexy enough or whatever is going on here in Ben Shapiro's mind. But YouTube, when they are just saying outright transphobic shit on a regular basis. And again, this one is so fucking comical because okay, buddy. Okay. Yeah. No. We all believe you. We all believe. Yes. Oh, she's hideous. Oh, my eyes. Oh, God. Look away.
Off his schlong and got a boob job. That's that.
Imagine if Ben Shapiro spoke about, say, black people in the way that he speaks about trans people. If he spoke that way, and I know he's Jewish, about Jewish people, if anyone in his network spoke that way about Jewish people in the same way that he speaks about trans people on YouTube, do you think it would just be a constant thing where they just let it slide? They let fucking vast amounts of bigotry pass towards queer people. And it's all queer people, yes. We've seen the fucking, the asexual videos by Matt Walsh, for example, but it's mostly directed towards trans people. And again, they let it slide. There's no consequences for this shit.
Slow clap to Sports Illustrated. And then the other two are, of course, Megan Fox, a very attractive woman, and Brooks Nader, who's like...
Just want to qualify. Megan Fox, hot. Yeah, wood, okay, wood.
An attractive model. Like an actual female. So
there is not, like, you know what? I'm gonna make this into a meme. I bet you if we like hid some information and we showed some photos and blah blah blah, and you started posting shit in right wing circles like this is what a real woman looks like, they would fall for it fucking instantly. Like, come on, buddy. No one believes you.
Sports Illustrated, shooting for diversity while pandering to the male sexual gaze. It's like the worst of all possible worlds. All possible moral worlds have been destroyed.
Come on, boobies.
Well done. I feel like you might want to cancel your Sports Illustrated subscription. It's basically been a left-wing it's been basically The Nation with a little bit of sports for years on end. I mean, they run like full-scale articles about the evils of global warming in the middle of Sports Illustrated. They've been doing this for years, but it's time, guys. Cancel your subscriptions. Enough is enough.
All right, I got a piece of art to show you. It's the meme, everyone. Did the meme. Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form. Available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Juste, we shall spend many a generations building mighty cathedrals in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your oafish jesters, here to offer you a laugh at any opportunity. To our brave knights of the Round Table, Rachel K., Izzy Solidarity, Victoria Bell, Sebastian Demmel, Mark Harmon, Benji Arney, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Everything Important, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Doug Cady, Daniel Sutton, Jenna Tal, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Trevbot EXE, Brian Ephraim, Anthropophojack, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Nkosin, Ralph Parler, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Todd Buckingham, and Todd La Jeunesse. We salute our valiant heroes off to fight injustice everywhere.